This is a video about the imparfait, the imperfect, which is one of the two major past tenses in French. You've already learned about the passé composé, which is the conversational past tense, the simple past tense, the present perfect, all rolled into one. I did something, I have done something, etc. The imparfait, on the other hand, is a different type of verb tense. It is what we might call the continuous past tense. What do we mean by that? What we mean is that the imparfait is used for actions that went on for a long or indefinite period of time. So, when we are using the imparfait in everyday usage, we're using it to do three major things in particular. Number one is setting the scene of a story. When we tell a story, we always start with the imparfait. We set the scene. Il était 8 heures, il pleuvait, etc. Il était de nuit. We also use it for descriptions of people or of places or things. The verb être will come in particularly important in this. And we use it to talk about background actions, things that were going on in the background that are not the main plot of the story. This is perhaps a little bit more difficult to grasp. We'll talk about it, use it more later. Now, the endings of the imparfait, this is actually extremely simple. It's one of the most simple verb tenses to conjugate, because all you need to know is that your endings for all verbs are the following. A. This is the je, the tu, the il, elle, on. You have AIS, AIT. The nous is ion, so you add an I to the on. The vous is ie, so you add an I to the EZ. And the third person plural, il, elle, is A. A-I-E-N-T. This is one of my favorite combinations of letters in French because you have 5 letters in a row and they make the sound A. That's right, the NT is silent because remember the NT in verb conjugations is always silent except for a couple very specific examples. Ils sont, ils ont, ils vont, ils font, the irregulars in the present tense. Other than that, every time you see ENT at the end of a verb conjugation, it is silent. Now the difficult thing, or the somewhat more difficult thing, is the stems of verbs in the imparfait. There's a basic rule that we follow though, so if we know the present tense conjugations, this rule is actually very easy. First of all, we take the nous form in the present tense. Then, we simply drop the ONS. So if you think about it this way, actually I put the je and the vous in the wrong places. We're going to say stem, je, and vous. Marcher, to walk. Nous marchons. Marchons. Drop the ONS, we have marche. That's pretty simple, right? I was walking. Je marchais. You guys were walking. Vous marchiez. Voilà, simple. Finir, it gets a little bit more complicated. The new form of finir, to finish. Nous finissons. Now remember we add this ISS in these IR verbs, so it's a little bit complicated. Let's drop the ONS. We have finis. I was finishing. Je finissais. Vous finissiez. Voilà. Simple. Faire. Nous faisons. Drop the ONS. We have fait. I was doing. Je faisais. Vous faisiez. Vouloir, to want. This is going to be an important one because wanting, mental states, are most often in the imparfait. Nous voulons. Simple enough. Drop the ONS, we have voulu. I wanted. Je voulais. You guys wanted. Vous vouliez. avoir, to have, often in the imparfait when you're talking about something that somebody had over a long period of time. We have avons, simple enough. Drop the ONS. I had, j'avais. Oh, by the way, because that starts with value, you do that, right? J apostrophe. You guys had, vous aviez. Boire is a difficult verb because in the new form, nous buvons. It changes its original part a little bit. Drop the ONS, we've got buve. I was drinking, je buvais. Not really, I would never do that nor say anything about it on camera. You guys were drinking, vous buviez. Hopefully not. Now, commencer is a little bit, commencer and manger are a little bit complicated because of what they do in that new form. Nous commençons. Did you remember that you had to put the CD, the little squiggly at the bottom of the C? Once we do that, we have commence as our stem. I was starting. Je commençais. Now here's where things get a little bit complicated with this because commencer is all good, well and good. We need the squiggly on the C in order to make it a sound. But over in the vous form, when our ending starts with the letter I, vous commenciez, we no longer need it. The nous and the vous don't do the change that you do in the new form in the present tense. Manger. Did you remember about this one that we had an E before the ONS? Nous mangeons. That means that our stem is mange. I was eating. Je mangeais. But again, over here in the vous form, we have the IEZ, so we don't need the extra E. Vous mangiez. Just a note on this one, it actually does for the il form. Il mangeait. That's right, 4 vowels in a row to make the sound A. That's why I love French. Lastly, être. Être obviously is extremely important in the imparfait. Our stem here is actually this, et. You don't go through the regular thing. Être is irregular almost all the time. So you've got a different step. I was, j'étais. You guys were, vous étiez. That gives you a sense of the conjugation of verbs in the imparfait. Hopefully this was helpful.